I decided to fight with my wife over salmon. I wanted steak, but she wants me to eat healthier for my heart. Instead, I stay up late eating beef and Googling how she's wrong. I don't even mind salmon. That's not the problem. If I'm paying, this fish better suck me or strike me dead, is what I scream at my wife. We used to have the fight at home, but there's only so much hate you can have in your house. Feels weak, calling someone a bitch while you're crapping and watching YouTube. It's a lot like singing in the shower yelling at your wife. Even if you're good at it, sure it should be better at the Grammys. There's winners, losers, and for some god-knowing reason, my wife seems to care about it. That's why fine dining is the Grammys of couples fighting. If I complain that crab cakes are now 1/4 of an inch smaller due to striking fishing unions at home, I get side-eye and no sex. If I do it on Ruby Tuesdays, I can parlay that into a fight with the waiter, then a line cook, upper management, all the while subconsciously forcing my wife to choose which of us she'd rather have sex with. Lucky for me, I have a nicer car than 90% of the food industry, and a bigger penis. And people don't pick the lesser of two evils. They pick the one that's more exciting in the sack. For example, I showed this picture of Joe Biden kissing a goat to my coworker and she hated it. Said I was what's wrong with culture. Which is true. I've only seen one Stanley Kubrick movie and it made me hate hotels. Flash forward to the holiday party, she's sitting in the corner all night while I'm spiking the punch, convincing the VP to downsize and bump me 20%. Now we get wings every other Thursday and talk about which basketball games we want to watch. You have to be hated to be loved. The more I criticize my wife's sophomore collage art, the more she admires me when I randomly make her eggs. Our fights got a lot more showmanship when we went public. We both want to make a good impression, which is why I wore my new tie with tiny dogs on it. I got it as a gift to myself for quitting internet pornography. It's important to show your worth because no one wants the person with an ugly tie to win the argument. Might as well announce that I got my wife's credit card hacked by a Russian cam girl, or that I fix plumbing equipment for high school students. I'm worried that this defines me. That's why I bought a 2004 Super Bowl ring online from some guy in Dallas. He's an antiques jeweler who sold his store to sail around the world. I read somewhere that a ship ran into one of those plastic barges floating in the Pacific, and he had to eat Little Debbie snack cakes for a week before they found him. News made a spectacle out of it. Now he's gained a ton of weight and works at the mall. Yeah, that's what you get for living your truth. When people see me, they don't assume I fix toilets for kids. They see my ring and assume I'm on the Carolina Panthers. My wife loves the fighting too, by the way. How else would she know that her BO smells like mustard and her mustache makes her look like a lunch lady? I told her that and it hurt her deeply. Now she wears deodorant and gets her face waxed by students at the local beauty school. They're still in training, so if they hurt her, it's technically assault and she can threaten a lawsuit. It's all about taking life to its limits. If we don't hate each other, how could we ever love each other? So anyway, the salmon comes and we start fighting. She's laying into me about how I lost our son at Dick's Sporting Goods 2 days ago and it's going over gangbusters. And just as I'm about to fire back that the citywide manhunt actually brought us closer as a couple, all of a sudden I start choking. Normally I would have easily dislodged the meat like an iPhone from a high school septic, but my tie was 2 sizes too small, a decision I made to appear slim and free from the clutches of online pornography, now paralyzing me. And my wife was no help, probably assuming I was trying to get some sympathy by being a dead guy, which I absolutely would do. It's an honor to die fighting. Nordic warriors do it, and I'm half Irish, which is basically the same. Better to go down the high than watching YouTube on the can. So I did what any of my ancestors would do. I pushed down my feelings and lost consciousness. When you die, everybody loves you. It's like you're a baby again. All you are is everyone's best idea of you. You're here, you're gone, burning bright as the sun on both ends. Everything else in life, the middle, the work, the politics, the house, the Grammys, it's all a lie. A desperate and vast ocean of nothing where all you can do is cling to the fish around you and pull because treading water is so much worse than death. If I'm paying, this fish better suck me or strike me dead, is what I scream at my wife as she rips the food from my neck like a snack cake from a plastic barge. And just as I'm about to threaten the restaurant with a lawsuit like some beauty school amateur, I look down my plate and I don't see any salmon. Turns out they brought me steak.